Good morning. Hello, Jenna. Good to see you here. Right, how's it going? Are you playing guitar at the minute? Working on anything? Strumming some chords? Doing some cool stuff? Kurt, hi, how you doing? So yes, I want to know what people are working on their guitars at the minute. I'm not necessarily working, but being mindful about it. I'm enjoying sort of all the variations of picking tones you can get. All right, Sean, how's it going? Yes, I was actually working on this more on acoustic guitar than I was on electric guitar, because I just noticed I don't know if you've ever had this, especially on acoustic guitar, where your picking can sound a little bit too scratchy. So it was just really angling and just getting the way I was attacking the string a certain way. So there, I'm starting to get it nice there. And the way that I'm achieving it, and it's funny because Rick Graham was talking about this yesterday's video he put out. The way that I'm achieving it is actually by being completely relaxed. Yeah, super clean. Now I can describe the sensation. Dead weight is what my mother would call it. When I was a kid, right, and I wouldn't go to bed, I'd lie on the floor. So you couldn't pick me up. So I'd be called a dead weight. I would appear like heavier than what I was, and it was that kind of just flopping everywhere, right? So that's how I describe this hand. It's just really, imagine my hand. I can feel my hand being really sort of heavy, and I'm just letting gravity push it, let it fall, and then I'm only doing the minimum amount of effort to bring it back up. No, it can be quite hard, because the weird thing is you can start controlling the fall. So if I really let it fall hard and push my hand into the string, that gets a really loud attack like that. So this is very interesting, isn't it? So I'm glad we're talking about this. I didn't think I'd be going into this much detail. So again, it's the pick displacement. So when we're talking about displacement, and this is the other thing Rick will talk about, is that what it's to do with, it's to do with pushing the string. So you're kind of pushing the pick into the string. A bit like when you play a classical guitar and you kind of do your rest stroke, you're pushing the string in, and you get a sort of fatter tone in a way. That's what's happening. So the picking is, yeah, getting very clean. But then again, what I'm thinking about is sort of downstrokes, upstrokes, squeaky notes, light notes, thick notes, notes with a weird kind of angle of the pick. So I'm just thinking about little pick dynamics, and then when I'm playing on a high gain tone like this, then I'm thinking about, as well as the notes, when you know, hopefully when things are going well, I'm imagining the notes and I'm playing the notes, right? But whilst I'm doing that, I'm also imagining the articulation, the ballpark frequency of how the pick is hitting the strings, yeah? So that's the ideas. In terms of practicing displacement, it's just that kind of dead weight, pushing at the string, increasing attack. One way to do it is to push the hand in on the string just slightly. That's actually a Paul Gilbert thing. I think that was on his Intense Rock too. I think that's where I picked that up from. I never have my own ideas, by the way. I'm just like plagiarising everybody else's and clagging them together, which is fine. Steal like an artist, that's what they say. But obviously the planting is important, and that's like how much the pick moves. So one way to understand and practice that is to pick a note and then try and stop it with an upstroke, so it's down, up. And what you're doing is you're preparing the pick for the next note. That's the idea. Right, I should play something, shouldn't I? So guys, keep the chat busy, ask me lots of questions, talk about guitar stuff. Because apparently it all helps the... Oh, that was the other thing. Tuesday next week, I'm planning... Because basically what's happened with this channel is it's been kind of successful as a channel. If you think... I started it actually getting the numbers in May, right? By not being a niche and just being, hey, I'm playing guitar and I'm performing, keeping people entertained, right? And then going vertical and then being pushed out to the masses. That got me my 4,000 hours, right? And got the whole entire channel monetized, right? Kept going with that. And then basically we're experiencing this drop in numbers, but obviously it's all there's more members and there's more like people who obviously like yourselves are loyal followers and really get something out of this and come here, which is what this is all about, to be fair. But obviously to get to the people like you, the wonderful people, the net has to be wide, doesn't it? So it's like a funnel. The only problem with that is it confuses the algorithm. So I'll have to bend it back a little bit now. Because of what I'm talking about, it means I'll be going back to the lectures, all right? Now, I know we left off on insight and analysis, and that'll probably be not this week, the week after. This week is going to be... Let me have a look. Just need to get my little presentation up. Navigating the vertical. my YouTube journey. So I've got a presentation on that because I know, right? I've got a feeling I know. I think I know. Tell me if I'm wrong, so I would like to know this in the chat, right? But if you could, I know a lot of people on here who watch this would probably quite like to do this sort of thing. And there's lots of things maybe stopping them, like for me, for example, like not feeling confident, uncomfortable in front of a camera, unsure about the playing. The thought of playing in front of people terrifies them. All this kind of stuff. And then nobody turning up. So for you to assess all those fears and to think it's worth it, I'm going to share my journey, okay? From when I went, well, I'll be talking about the bit before, but I'm just going to talk as a bit of a debrief as we move into the next phase of this, about what I've been through. So like some of the headers that I've got are, my YouTube journey, the boom and the broad audience, algorithm confusion, emotional roller coaster, and the path forward. So I'll be talking about those things, and I think it'll be really, really important because it'll give you a rough sort of pathway for doing this sort of thing yourselves, because I think doing the vertical thing has been a blessing, but it's also a slight curse as well, and I had no idea this was coming, so I think it's important that at least, I share this. But obviously share it to the people who matter, and that's you guys. So very important. It's all my experience, everything that I've been through, nothing off some other YouTuber saying, oh, like, yeah, you got to do this, or the algorithm's doing this, or like, all that nonsense that they do. I mean, like YouTube, right? People suggesting stuff about your channel is even worse than the music production industry. Like, you just go completely down a rabbit hole. So this is all just my own experience and the analytics that I've seen and a bit of theory. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the thing. I'm always afraid of bad apples in the chat. I've seen a lot of stuff from friends who stream. Okay, so a bad apple in the street, they don't know you. They're there to get attention. They've probably got lots of like stuff going on in their own lives that's really bad, and then they're just kicking you. So you just ban them. That's all you do, unless you feel confident to reason. Now, there's been sometimes people have been quite funny with me on the chat, right? And then I've kind of reasoned with them. I've thought there's something up here, and then I've investigated and they've stuck around, and then I've kind of given them the olive branch to hang on to, and they've been great. They've like come on here and loved the channel, But, if in doubt, just ban. Or get one of your friends to moderate as well, and just they can do some banning for you. Yeah, I don't do any covers, Roses, but it's nice to have you here. Please do subscribe. I'm going to play some guitar in a minute. So, Kurt, yeah, I mean, that's a good... we all have that. That's fine. People say bad stuff. And of course they're going to do that. I mean, when you're doing a live like this, you're going to draw fire. Anybody who sticks out in the public eye, small or large, you're gonna attract. You're going to draw some fire, and that's part of it. And you know what? That's like a skill to learn in life, isn't it? Is to deal with those things, overcoming that fear. So there's the story of the what's he called? I can remember the book name, never remember the author. The Art of Learning. Hold on. Let me have a look. The Art of Learning. I must remind us all of this. The Art of Learning by Josh Waitkins. The Inner Journey to Optimal Performance. Right. Again, this is like that inner game stuff, isn't it? And sorry, Roses, I'm sure you come here for some music, but I need to talk about this. That book. So the author was a Grand Chess Master. He was like I think he was in the Guinness Book of Records to being the youngest one ever. And then he became a world champion. I think judo, or was it karate? Something like that. Taekwondo champion as well. So when he started playing chess, as a grand chess master, he ended up playing the Russians, right? And basically what the Russians would do is a lot of psychological tricks on you to try and hurry you up or get you anxious or to make rash moves. So things like getting a chess piece and like they would in a game tap it on the table to make you hurry up or get up and like start talking to the manager and doing stuff to put you off, right? So they would do those kind of things. And he kind of knew this was happening and like a lot of people were getting defeated by them. So what he decided to do, and this is how I view YouTube when you first start doing the vertical stream and you get lots of people on there and you're drawing fire from people. What he used to do was go to the Bronx and play street chess where everybody is like betting money. You're trying to make moves and they're shouting and screaming. It's like the worst place to play chess. There's like nothing quiet, traffic going by, just absolute chaos, and you're trying to play. And that's how he learned to focus and like zone out and just do that one thing. And in terms of playing guitar, overcoming that inner game of fear, distraction, wondering what people are saying and stuff like that, whilst you're playing, because you're always going to think that, right? But a way to control it and to remove it, one way to practice it was basically going on YouTube, you know? So, massive help, you know, like, I'm like, so, I mean, occasionally something might happen, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, panic. But most of the time, I'm pretty cool, you know. Sometimes I play the wrong thing, I say the wrong thing, but you know, I just think, well, at the end of the day, I didn't mean to do that, and I just move on. You know, that's it. Anytime. So, any questions on what I've said, please ask. There we go. First track down. Do one more warming up in that key. Yes, Metal, I can give you some tips. Right. Oh, forgetting licks. Right, what tips can I share on sweep picking? Yes, use gravity. Again, there's a bit of a theme on this, same with the picking. You're just using gravity to ascend anyway. So very rarely do I play like a straight major or a minor arpeggio. But if we did something like that, just a straight A minor arpeggio, or maybe a D minor. If you watch what I'm doing here, I'm starting with an upstroke. So that's, if you're going to pick all of it, I'm starting with an upstroke, so it's up and then everything's down, down, down. And then an up, and then a down, 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 to come back again. So that's really important. So if you're going to do the big sweep, up, down, 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 down. Now, what's important here is being able to control the speed, okay? Because obviously our hand is that dead weight and we're allowing it, we're just using gravity to fall through the strings and then just pulling the pick back again. So that my arm's kind of moving with the pick. I'm not doing like a wrist. And the reason I'm not doing the wrist thing is because the angle of the pick changes. Also, your muscle memory is just, there's like 6 different positions, isn't it, for each string now? Whereas if we do this, like a robot, there's only one set of muscle memory to use. So that's the first thing. The second thing is controlling the speed. So this is the thing, right? Is we've got what's called a rest stroke. So if you watch my pick, if I play slow, up, down, 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 down. What's happening is the pick is resting on the next string. It's resting there on the second string. Now it's resting on the 4th string and I've played the 5th string. And that's because the pick is basically moving faster than we can play the notes, really. Also gives the pick something to do, so it's not waving about in thin air causing mayhem, or your hand being up here and noise ringing out. My hand is on the bridge, and what I like to do is just mute the lower strings. So by muting the lower strings, and I mean just a light mute, what we get is we get a little bit more attack at the front end of the note. It's more of a lumpy attack sort of sound I would describe. So there, you can get that going. And then descending. So it's down, up, up, up. So I'm doing as many strings as I can in one motion, yeah. Alright, and again with this, there's kind of like the upward rest stroke. And also notice the picking angle, so it's a downward slant and then an upward slant, and you can see the rotation there in my wrist. So there's quite a few tips there. I hope that's what you're wanting to hear. That's if you're picking anything. I don't do song request C striker. I'm here and I'm shredding. That's what I'm doing. So I bet I'll put something on. Let's have a look. Right, this is a track I really like at the minute. It's a Joe Satriani style thing. Joe Satriani, but not Joe Satriani. change strings once a month, but sometimes it can go on 2 months. All right. I've got to watch it. I get lost in these, and it must be boring for you guys because I go on a little kind of mission trying to remember stuff I've forgotten. So today, what have I forgotten? Yes, this. Maybe I should pick it. Or maybe I'm just making it, I don't know. Definitely not boring. Oh, well, that's good, Jenna. Right, so, what was I going to say? Somebody asked something, didn't they? So change strings rarely go over 2 months. So I would say 4 to 6 weeks. That's what I do. That's a hard lick. Do it 5 times. 1 more. No, 2 more. Oof. Nearly about to mess it up. Right, any more questions? I like the questions. Always fun answering them. There's always fun, Keegan. Hi, Josh. there we go. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Well, I think that E string's way out. Oh, yes, it is. All right. Leon Todd vibes from that killer 80s rock leads. Love it. Excellent. So here we go. I've got a graveyard of strings that I put strings on 26 years ago. Yeah. Fair enough. Changed my strings in 4 years, but that's because I've stopped playing and recently ordered strings. My fingers are stinging from the metal. That happens, you'll get over that though pretty soon. Just make sure you keep playing. So make sure, because there's a few new people on here, make sure you've subscribed. It's all gone sharp. How old am I? I'm young. To answer your question. Oops. Oh my god, what's happened to me today? I think it could be time to do a little bit of live looping, I think. Let's have a look. Let's find some drums. Oh, that's good. Slow and depressing. That's what I want. Take my slippers off. The treads are too big for the pedals. I have to use my big toe. Oh, wait a minute. basic. Right at the end, fuck it all up. That's what you want. Right, oh, I need to relax. Right, so essential tools for the studio now. So I've got this thermos flask, as we know. One essential tool. Another essential tool is a paintbrush. Very good at sort of dusting that bit of your guitar and various bits of equipment. Also, if I can get it, a feather duster. Clean my screen. There we go. Have a dust around with that. Do the laptop. Right, maybe this. In fact, that's more like this, isn't it? Like that's really good for in between the pads. But this is the tool. Because now so much better that. Sorry, this isn't relaxing for you guys. There we go. Hold on. I'll go viral with this. Let's get up the shred speed. How do you switch it off? Right, I've got different attachments. Right. A chainsaw, I guess. Yeah. It's like speed slapping. Yeah, that's a new technique, speed slapping. How do you find it? It's the Home Medics one I've got. They should be paying. I'm advertising their brand name on my channel. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. It's still stuck, but less painful. Come on. It's right in there. Anyway, Josh, haven't seen you. I'm sure I haven't seen you for a while on this channel. Where have you been? Oh, that's good. Getting better. Strength's coming back. That's good. Excellent. So let's have some more likes. Sorry, just having a thinky moment there. Right. Alright, what are the hot topics of the day? What should we talk about? The legato thing you showed me 2 days ago has helped me. Oh, that's good. Somebody else was asking, how do you improvise with legato? God, I don't know. Who put the thumbs down? You can take that away. So I think improvising with legato, if we look at music, rhythm's the most important thing, right? Because like if you're not in time, it just like doesn't make any sense, does it? So you need to get your timing sorted. Now Tom Quayle has some great lessons on this, but it will seem quite daunting because doing the timing thing with legato is quite a hard thing to do, and this is why legato is like super complicated and hard, in my opinion. Mainly because we don't have the right hand keeping us in time all the time, so we have to feel the time as opposed to playing the time. That's the thing. So the feeling is like it's a mental thing. So it tends to be like a little bit harder to kind of get it in the pocket. And actually doing legato slow is like harder than kind of doing it fast, really. You know, so I'll stick something on. So keeping it in the pocket's really hard. So a good exercise will be just doing quarter notes. Yeah. So it's just feeling the subdivisions, isn't it? Because, like, the timing of it, I was doing this yesterday, wasn't it? So if we're taking 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, the next one happens on your second finger. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. Banish them, Kurt. So ideally is what we're trying to do is get rid of the 3 note per string sound when we don't want it. In other words, trying to make it sound like you can't hear the string change. Unless you want to. So that's another thing I've been practicing actually, is like picking the first two notes and like hammering. Well, I wouldn't say practice, but dabbling. There we go on this, there we go. What was I doing? It's good for triplet and stuff. Quite hard to control for quarter notes, at least for me it is. So yeah, the tone is polychrome DSP. The midnight inspired 80s retro synthwave. It's in D major. I'll take Anna to school. Alright guys, so unfortunately I can only do 3 minutes of that because I'm going to have to go in 5 to take daughter to school. So Anna's my daughter who needs taking to school. What's my go-to study practice for modulations? I don't have any, Enzo. What about you? Have you got any? Alternative picking, is it 3 picks per finger per string? No. It's 1 pick and it goes up and down. That's the alternative bit. Alternate. Anyway, please do subscribe to the channel. Do like the channel. Helps the algorithm. And yes, always looking for wonderful new members. There's the members section as well, so please join that. Because I'll be putting some more videos in there soon from here. So watch out for that. And that's it. So yeah. And what I would do is, like, if there's any sort of like useful things that I've said on this video, try and make a note of which video it is by date and time. And then that's, you know, you can always go back to it, can't you? Alright guys, that's enough from me. I'm going to have to head off now. I will see you tomorrow morning, alright? Alright, here we go. I have a lot, but we can't practice them all when we only have 20 minutes of practice to get in. And alright, I'll tell you what, Enzo, will you email me some of the like backing tracks used for modulation practice? That would be quite good. I'll have a look at them. Oh, we don't have secrets here, Enzo. Even spelt correctly, we don't have secrets. I want to know what those tracks are. Alright. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next stream, which is tomorrow. Alright? Bye for now.